What does it mean to follow your heart and listen to your intuition? This inner voice, this inner GPS that directs you to the right place, and it's always right on. We hear this a lot from different people. Listen to your heart, follow your heart, listen to your inner voice. So some of us are wondering, what is this and how does it work? Where is this voice coming from? The inner voice, or the messages that you're getting, whether you're hearing sound or it's an intuitive feeling, we can call it the sixth sense. When in childhood we're very in tune with it and we very much listen to it and we operate from that place. We're not thinking very much, we're not so much in our minds trying to figure things out. We are very spontaneous and our action comes from that place, and intuitively we do things. As we get older, and there is a shift from heart to head, because the society, our parents, our schools, teachers, they keep pounding it in our head to keep thinking, and we kind of separate ourselves and get disconnected from really listening to our intuitive messages. And in most societies, a lot of families, parents are not encouraging children to be intuitive, and we're not being encouraged from childhood to listen to our inner voice, because our inner voice knows everything and knows where we should be going and what we should be doing, what's right for us and what's not. So we get disconnected from this. And as you get on the spiritual path and you get more advanced and you get closer to yourself and self-realization, you begin to notice to pay more attention to your inner voice and honor your truth. This voice will lead you to the right place. Now, there's two things I'm going to be talking about. The inner voice, and also what does it mean to be truthful to your intuition, what does it mean to be truthful to your heart, and honor your own self. The honoring your own self is that a lot of times it happens in our lives that through our conditionings from childhood, we think or we feel that we have to submit to an authority such as our parents, our school, our teachers, and then we do something we really don't feel like doing. It doesn't feel right, and we do it because if we don't do it, we're not going to get the approval from the other people. We may be blamed for it, we may be outcasted. And sometimes we also make plans with our friends. For instance, I use an example. You make plans to go out to dinner with your friends or go to a party or something on a Saturday night. Now it's 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. You come home and you really don't feel like going anywhere. And you force yourself to go somewhere because you don't want to disappoint other people. And you go out and you have a horrible time. You may come on the way back, you may get in an accident or something like that happen, or you just have a bad time. You come home and you just tell yourself, God, I should have followed my heart because I really didn't feel like going. That happens a lot. We get pressured, peer pressured. Also, I come across a lot of people, they're telling me stories that they are working somewhere, they hate their job, they don't feel like doing this work, but they don't have the courage to quit and follow their own heart. I also get a lot of people telling me that they're attending school, medical school or law school, and they really don't like it. This is not what they want. What's in their heart is they like to go to art school or acting school, and they're doing something because they feel like they have to please their parents, and if they don't do it, their parents are going to be disappointed with them. So they're not really following their own heart, they're not listening to their inner voice, and they're doing something that it's not aligned with their being, and as a result it creates a lot of resentments in the future and anger. My suggestion is to really get in tune with your inner voice, because your inner voice is going to land you at the right place. Even though a lot of times in life it doesn't, logically is not making sense. Things do not make sense. Why all of a sudden you're quitting what you're doing and you're just going to go do some freelance work, or you stop living in one town and you want to move to another place because something's really strongly pulling you to that place, or all of a sudden during the day you have a calling that you need to go to the mountains and go for a hike. You just don't know why, but something is really pulling you and you follow it, and it leads you to the right place, to the right information, to the right people. Or sometimes, for instance, there's a big party going on and you really don't, it's New Year's Eve, everybody's going there to this party, and down deep you really don't feel like going. And you honor your intuition and you stay home and you spend time by yourself and you take care of yourself and you honor this space within yourself. But a lot of times people they think in their head they have to go somewhere and do something even though they don't really feel like it. Sometimes it's a lifetime of doing that. People submitting to their husband or their wife or their parents or their boss and doing things they really don't like to do, and there's a lot of resentments because they don't want to disappoint another person. They don't want to disappoint their friends. They don't want to make them feel bad. If they deny doing this thing that they're obligated to do, then they're afraid that the other person may feel bad or disappointed. We need to really pay attention to this. As we're advancing in our spirituality, we're getting closer to the unified field within ourselves, and we're discovering this being inside ourselves. It's very important to get more in tune and really honor the voice, the inner voice, and really trust it. Because when you follow the inner voice, it will lead you through some storms in life, some fires in life, and it will land you on the other side of the shores in the safe places. But it's only this voice that will do it to you, because the logical mind cannot figure this out. Sometimes you may enter in a business partnership with someone and all the numbers look good. Everything looks really good. Everyone's around you is encouraging you to do this, but something inside you says no. And you go ahead and do it, and it turns to be a financial disaster. And then when you're in tune with yourself, you end up not doing it, and later on you realize, wow, what a great thing I did, that another opportunity opened up. So you need to really trust this voice, regardless of what is going on in your head. You need to trust it and follow it, even though sometimes in the beginning nothing seems like happening. You may just follow this voice and go on a path that there is a void. Nothing's going on, but you just stay with it. You don't necessarily need to logically figure things out. You just follow this, and this will lead you to the right people, right places, right partners, right situations, it will save you and bring a lot of joy because you're honoring yourself and you're really speaking your truth. Another thing I need to share with you is that when we don't speak our truth to other people and we're not really honoring ourselves, is that it can turn to all kinds of things, physical issues in the future. I come across a lot of people that they're being bullied by their dad or mom or their partner and they don't speak their truth, and it turns to be some kind of tumor in your throat or some cancer or some kind of issues. They cry a lot, they get sick a lot because they don't express themselves out of fear. And it's very important, my dear friends, that you honor your truth and you really speak your truth, and even if it's going to cost disappointing someone else, but you're truthful to your own heart, you're being honest to your own self, you're honoring yourself. And keep in mind that in this life, this is your only obligation you have. Your only obligation in this life is to be truthful and to be honest to yourself and follow your inner voice. Follow your heart. Follow your heart and it will set you free. Namaste.